Hey team, it's KG here, and I've got a really fun quick hit workout for you today. Whether or not this is your first high intensity workout or you're a seasoned regular, we're gonna kick it up a notch and get you a nice little sweat going on. You don't need any equipment for this workout, but if you've got a mat, you might wanna grab that for the activation, and let's jump straight into our warm up. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of walkout. So I want your feet hip distance apart, soft bend in the knees, you'll hinge at the hips, and walking one hand out at a time, you'll walk all the way out till they stop under your shoulders, and then walk them back in towards your feet. Nice hinge to roll all the way back up. Let's try 2 more of those. So as you hinge down, I want you to feel a stretch through the back of the hamstring, and then really use that soft bend in the knees to softly roll up. One more time. This rep will transition us into our up dog to down dog flow. So as we roll up, I want you to come back into that high plank position and set up your framework. Hands stop underneath the shoulders, and then from here, tucking your lowest abs in towards you, lift those hips nice and high for your first down dog. Think about pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Hips can lift a little higher, and then start to seal those heels down towards the floor. Now, keeping your toes tucked, I want you to roll all the way through into a tuck toe up dog. Thighs float just off the floor, and then lift those hips all the way back up. Depending how warm you are, you can start to increase the tempo. Otherwise, follow along at my pace as we flow through down dog and an up dog, really pushing your hands into the floor. On your next repetition, I want you to hold forward at a high plank position. You'll step your right foot outside your right hand, or as close as you can get it for a runner's lunge. Reach your right arm all the way up to the sky, eye gaze to that top hand. Hand drops back down, step through plank, and we'll switch side. Left foot steps up, big reach, and drop it down. We switch it out. So each time, I want you to think about really pushing that front foot into the floor, and then finding a nice rotation through the upper body so you feel a stretch through that T-spine as the eye gaze stares up at that top hand. Now, it's okay if that foot doesn't reach quite up to the hand right now. If you need to modify, if your foot only comes here, you can walk your hands back to meet your foot, all right? As you keep practicing your mobility, you'll feel a little more confident, and you'll find that range of motion will start to come. Let's go one more rep on the left side, and then we're gonna get straight into my favorite part, activation. From here, I want you to drop your knees gently to the floor. You'll roll around onto your back. We're gonna start with a dead bug, my favorite core activation drill. So lying down nice and soft, you create a tabletop position, so knees above the hips, feet slightly flexed, 90-degree bend at the knees, arms come straight up. With an inhale, I want you to extend your right leg, left arm away. Exhale to draw it back to starting position. Switch sides. Right arm, left leg. Inhale. And exhale to draw it back in. Now keep rolling through this while I talk you through some key tips. I want your lower back to stay pressing into the floor. And then as you use your exhale to drive those limbs back in, that's really about driving the movement pattern from your lower abs as opposed to just using that hip flexor. Let's go one more on each side. Beautiful, and hug those knees in. Roll yourself up and over, and we're basically gonna reverse that motion for a bird dog crunch. You'll set up with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. Extend your left arm and your right leg away and hold. Okay, I want you to reach long through both the fingertips and the heel, and then you're gonna start to round your spine like you're doing a cat-cow to draw elbow to knee to meet in center point before they reach back away. Spine comes to neutral, and then you round back in. So you want to feel your core firing up as you join elbow to knee, but then as you reach those fingertips and heel away from each other, I want you to push and stretch like they're trying to get as far away from each other as possible, and you'll really feel that right glute start to activate at the same time. Good, let's drop that side down and we'll switch it over. Right arm, left leg, reach, find that pause, round in and crunch, and reach away. So you want to stay nice, strong, and stable, pushing down through that left hand. That's why we think about fully spreading that hand, using all of the real estate to give you that nice stability. 2 more. Beautiful. Last one. And you're gonna drop that knee, that hand down, and we're set up perfectly for our fire hydrants. You've probably done these with me before, one of my favorite glute activation drills. We'll start with the left side. So imagine the right side is staying nice and steady the whole time. You'll open out, close it off. Let's go 10 repetitions together. So keeping a 90-degree bend in that left leg, staying nice and centered through your body position and pushing evenly down through your hands. You're gonna feel the side of the glute really start to activate. You've got 3 reps left, then we turn it into a giant forward circle. Last one, here we go, like there's a paintbrush on your knee. Big sweep up and around, 1. Let's go 2. So again, right side of the body staying still. It's gonna be tempted to move in this part and you're not gonna let it. So we're mobilizing the hip, activating the glute, and firing up the oblique, all on that left side. Let's go 2 more, and then we change direction. Last one, and big sweep backwards. 10, 9, keep a soft flex through that foot. 8, 7, good. Center up that weight. You've got 5, eye gaze at the fingertips. 4, 3, 2, micro circles coming next. Last one. Okay, hold that knee out high and wide. Tiny circles forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back. A little bit of wrist relief. Woo! Dust off that left glute. You should be feeling very ready right now. We're going to even it up on the right side. Set those hands back up. I like to take a little micro tuck of my lower abs in towards me to really make sure my core is firing extra. We go fire hydrant on the right side. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Good. Okay, so stay on my count while I keep talking to you a little bit more about why glute activation is important. You've got 3, 2, 1, giant forward circles. Here we go. 10. Activation for me is such an important thing because it signals my body and my mind that it's time to work. Okay, so if you're having a day where you feel a little unmotivated, you've got 4 more. Activation might be that little secret sauce that really guides you into your workout. 2, last one, reverse it. 10, 9. So if you're ever thinking, hey, I might miss my workout today, I promise you, once you get past this point, you'll be sold. You're in there. It also primes our body so that we're getting better work efficiency once we start to move. You've got 3, 2, your favorite micro circles in 1. Here we go, high and wide to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Woo! All right, we're gonna bring it up to stand. Guys, we've got one of my favorite parts, reaction drills. So for 60 seconds, I'll be calling out different drills at you, and I need you to respond as fast as you can. So practice along with me now. We've got 3 different drills that I'll be calling out. You've got agility feet, which means you're gonna stay nice and low, kind of in a quarter squat position, feet moving out and in as fast as you can. Second drill will be ski hops, feet together, nice lateral hop side to side. Okay, last drill. Everyone knows this one. You got high knees. You can take it at whatever tempo feels appropriate to you. But remember, we're firing up and getting ready for our first big working circuit. So I suggest you put the speed on. All right, team. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. We'll start with ski hops to get you ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So I like to keep my arms loosely by my side, but I'm really keeping those feet pinned together. Hips staying nice and square. Agility feet. Woo! Now, as you get used to the drills, it's okay to slow it down, ski hops, but I want to see you starting to really move once we're at that 30-second mark. High knees. So arms and legs. Remembering the faster you move your arms, it's going to help you pick up the pace of those legs. Agility feet. Here we go. You're halfway through. Ski hops. Good. Okay, stay here. Glue those feet together. Come on. You can move faster than that. And agility feet, let's go. Show me the speed. Good, high knees. Up, come on, get those knees up. Let's go. Ski hops. High knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Woo! 30 seconds to breathe, team. Heart rate should be up, and you should be ready for this first working circuit. So, We got a fun circuit for you today. It's gonna chop down in time and increase a little in intensity over these 3 rounds. So we start with 60 seconds of work, then we'll move to 40, then we'll move to 20, and a nice little finisher at the end. First exercise, you've got body weight squats. So feet just outside your hips. You're gonna sit your butt back and down, pushing through your heels to drive all the way up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So we've got 60 seconds here, which is a beautiful amount of time, right? We just activated our glutes. We just pulled our heart rate up a little bit. So you're gonna get to drop your heart rate down and really focus on your form. So as you squat down, I want you to push your weight into your heels. Knees are gonna track out over towards your toes, and your chest needs to stay lifted, okay? So think about sitting back rather than dropping forward, okay? That'd be more of a hinged position. We'll talk about deadlifts later on, but you've got to really over-exaggerate pushing your weight into those heels, okay? That's gonna be that connection of the back line of your body. Now, if you're really comfortable, you can start to increase your tempo. Otherwise, you can stay with that slower pace, but we're here for another 12. Let's go 11, 10. Squeeze those glutes as you're driving up. We go 5. Little break coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff, team. 20 seconds. Eyes on me while I show you the next drill. And you can always practice along with me while I demonstrate. High plank position. We got a little combo for you. You'll have one shoulder tap on each side. So tap, tap, 2 feet jacks, okay? We're gonna start nice and slow and focus on stability in this first round. Set yourself up. We've got 60 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we go tap, tap, jack, jack. Repeat it. Tap, tap, jack, jack. Now, you know that timing in your head. Tap, tap, jack, jack. So if you're gunning for it, you can start to speed it up. But the purpose of round 1 is to really learn the moves. So don't be afraid to go as slow as you need to make sure you're really nailing the point of this drill, which is stability, right? You got 30 seconds left. So as you lift one hand at a time, I want you to really think about asserting down through that grounded hand. Core brace nice and strong, glutes are squeezed so that you can keep those hips really stable. As you jack your feet out and in, your butt should stay under control, okay? It shouldn't be bouncing around everywhere. You've got 10 seconds left. You're gonna break off those wrists. Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff, team. Core should be feeling switched on from that one. Okay, good news. We're gonna start to travel a little bit, okay? Lateral shuffle, my favorite drill. We're gonna start nice and slow in this round. Again, we're here for 60 seconds, so start with your feet outside your hips. You'll shuffle sideways, tap down, shuffle back, tap down. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. So depending where you're working out today, you can shorten your range, okay? If you don't have much space, feel free to just take 2 steps sideways and then drop it back. If you've got lots of space, you can really start to gun it. I know usually I'm doing this in my kitchen, I'm not joking, and I go about 3 steps sideways and then I touch down. Now, in your touchdown, it's kind of like you're using a squat to get there, okay? So chest is gonna stay lifted as you tap that hand towards the floor. You've got 25 seconds, guys, so if you're feeling confident, can we speed it up just a little bit? Here we go. You're gonna get a nice 20-second recovery coming up. So start to push now for 15. Woo! Gonna feel those inner thighs burning, especially when you get that little touchdown. And then really using our glutes to travel sideways. You got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. Okay, last drill of our circuit. And again, one of my favorites, the bear crawl. Okay, often gets a bad rap. It really shouldn't because it's a phenomenal full body drill with a big emphasis on core. Set your hands up underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes, and we're gonna start to move forward. So set up with me now. There you go. And now step, right hand, left foot. Switch, left hand, right foot. Now keep repeating that. Tiny little steps. Once you've run out of space, you start to move backwards. Okay? So we're thinking smaller movements and moving hand and opposite foot together. Now your knees want to stay close to the floor. So I think about flirting my knees with the ground, right? They're almost touching, but not quite. The closer your knees are to the floor is going to give you an indication of where your hips are at. So if you start to notice there's a big gap, that means your butt and your hips are much too high in the sky. Soft bend through those elbows so we're not locking out through the arms. And think about zipping those lower abs up and in towards you. I know, a slow bear crawl is actually really challenging. So if you're feeling it right now, you should be. Well done. You got 8 seconds, so don't drop down early. Come on, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Little rest. Okay, team, you got another 25 seconds to breathe. I'm gonna set you up for round 2. We start to chop that time down, and as promised, we're gonna pick up the intensity a little bit with each drill, but you can always drop to the first iteration of the exercise if you need to take it down a notch. Our squat turns into a squat to toes. Dropping our weight down, driving up onto our toes as we come to the top of the movement pattern. You're gonna replant your heels each and every squat. Let's try it together in 3, 2, and 1. Squat down, toes, heels, squat. Toes, heels, squat. So think about going from that stiletto to your Air Force One, dropping back down, okay? You gotta replant those heels each and every time. Once you've got that motion, then you can start to pick the pace up. Now see how I dynamically use my arms? Okay, so I wanna drive up onto those toes. It's almost like you get a little calf raise in there, and then push those heels back into the floor so those hips drive back. You got 7 seconds, let's go. Maybe you can go even faster. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, good stuff. We've got that combo again on the ground. So you're gonna start to bring yourself down. Shoulder taps, plank jacks, okay? We're gonna start to pick up the pace a little bit. We are still here for 40 seconds. So start with your feet a little bit wider than your hips. To a nice strong base, you've got 2 and 1. Let's go, tap, tap, jack, jack, tap, tap, jack, jack. Now keep my voice calling that out in your head as you roll through, okay? So each time, as hand taps to opposite shoulder, could you keep your hips so square that if I was balancing a tray across them, you wouldn't spill anything? You got 18 seconds, come on, let's go. What if you increased your pace just by 10%? Come on. Think about how many shoulder taps you can get in before the recovery in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little break. Whew. Are you sweating yet? Hope so. Okay, on your feet, lateral shuffle to touch. 40 seconds. So I'm looking for a little more speed in this one, okay? Really start to move swiftly sideways. This one should feel good. Your hips get to be nice and open. Start by sitting up, chest is lifted, nice athletic stance in 2 and 1. Let's go. Sideways, bring it back. So I always like to envisage that like I'm in a game, right? I'm trying to get around someone. So the best way to get around someone is to sit a little lower. So I don't want you to shuffle up here, okay? I want you to get nice and dynamic and you stay low in your legs the whole time. 20 seconds, pick it up a little bit. Here we go. Nice recovery coming after this. You've got 10. Come on, get that touch every time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. One more drill, and then we're at round 3. Bear crawl, forward and back. Start to lower your beautiful body down to the ground. Hey, you should be feeling good. We're about halfway through our workout, okay? Through this big working set. Set those hands up. Knees float just off the floor, and we're on the move in 2 and 1. So with the bear crawl, it's not necessarily an advancement to go fast, okay? The most important thing that I'm looking for in this exercise is control. How steady can you keep your hips? How close can your knees stay towards the floor? Okay, and can you keep that nice tabletop shape? So make sure you're not taking steps that are too big, where your hands and your knees are getting too far apart. Good job, guys. Just like that, we've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay, round 3. So we're working for 20 seconds. That means I got to chop down your recovery time too. We're going to take it to 10-second recoveries. So really we're going Tabata style. Your first exercise will be squat jumps. If you're not jumping today, take the squat to toes option, okay? You're still going to really get that heart rate up. If you are squat jumping, lower down, drive all the way up, okay? Your turn in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Driving down, driving up and away from the floor. So as you squat jump, you'll notice you push off those toes. You just practice this in your last round. Now, you still want to think about your landing each and every time, sitting that butt back, knees nice and bent. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Come down to the ground, shoulder tap, plank jack. Yeah, you can hear my heart rate's up too. Woohoo. Here we go. Set it up. 3, 2, and 1. Tap, tap, jack, jack. So 20 seconds, I want you to make it yours, okay? You don't worry about anyone else's speed other than your own. You've got 10 seconds. Come on, nice long flat back. Keep that body weight forward. You've got 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Push it back. Good job. Okay, 2 more drills. 20 seconds, lateral shuffle to touch. Guys, we got to get speedy on this one. So set yourself up. Get ready. Get athletic. You're going in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go. Come on, eyes forward. That's where we're going. You got a break coming in 10 seconds. I suggest you take it up another gear right now. Come on. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! 20 seconds left. Bear crawl. I bet you're starting to love this one now, right? Be honest. Set those hands up. Toes tuck, knees lift, and we're on the move. Would you make it your stealthiest bear crawl? For 20 seconds, be in control of every single hand and foot placement. You've got 10 seconds to go, guys. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking some oxygen. You got a 30-second recovery right now. That timing has set you up perfectly for our finisher. We're going Tabata style. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 drills. You breathe, just watch me. Exercise 1, cross climber. Knee goes to opposite elbow. Okay, so a diagonal mountain climber, body weight forward the whole time. Then you'll be up on your feet. Lateral squat jumps this time, using your arms to swing and help you drive sideways. So 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. Third drill from our warm-up, a high knee sprint, not a jog, not a run. Very clear that that one's gonna be a sprint. 2 rounds, and then we're stretching. All right, guys, you in? Okay, set up. Show me that beautiful high plank position, hands under shoulders. Long flat back, we're going in 3, 2, and 1. So knee driving over to opposite elbow, or as close as you can get it. Be light through your feet, okay? They're not looking to have a significant amount of time on the floor as they touch back through that high plank position. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your feet, please. Lateral squat jumps. Hey, if you're not gonna squat with the jump, you can just take a lateral squat sideways. Here we go in 2 and 1. Arms and legs. So whenever you're jumping, it's about the landing, not the jump, okay? So I want you to sit your hips back each and every time. Whew. 8 seconds. Come on, try to clear some ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds to think about how fast you're gonna sprint today, okay? Visualization, think of an end race. Okay, you're really almost there. 3, 2, and 1. So you gotta pump up the speed through those arms and those feet to get you down to the finish line. Let's go. Nice and tall through that chest. You've got 8 seconds. Best believe you're gonna use it. You've got 3, 2, 1. Woo. Shake it out. Don't go anywhere. We got round 2, baby. That's what it's all about. Confidence time. So that's always going to be your layer of progression. So set up for your cross climber. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. That knee explosively drives over to opposite elbow. Body weight stacked nice and forward. Come on, keep those hips level. You've got 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up you hop. Lateral squat jumps or a lateral squat walk. Team, we're going in 5 seconds. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Let's work. So think about shooting your body directly sideways. You've got 10 seconds. Use those arms to pull you up. Okay, don't miss that squat each time. I don't want you to start landing too high. You've got 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Hey, final 20 seconds together, high knee sprint. So make it a victory lap, a fast one. We're going in 2 and 1. Here we go. Come on, this is where it all counts. You don't work this hard to start slowing down right now. Come on, you got this. Hold yourself accountable for 8 seconds. All the way. Through the line. 2 and 1. Shake it out. Woo! Guys, good job. Gonna bring it down to the floor. Slowly start to bring yourself down, so the heart rate down. Guys, that was phenomenal. We're gonna take a couple of my favorite stretches and I'll send you on your way. So, right foot's gonna step forward. Okay, knees stacked over the ankle. I want you to squeeze your back glute, okay? From here, reach your left arm up and across so you get a nice hip flexor stretch. Now you really want to squeeze that left glute so you can feel the release through the front line on this left side, okay? Hip flexor, psoas, anchor that right foot into the floor. That's going to give you a little bit more. We'll release that arm down. We're going to straighten out that front leg to go a hamstring stretch on the right side. So think about pulling your right hip back. If you need a soft bend in this front leg, that's totally fine. Think about your chest being long and you're reaching forward. So collarbone's nice and exposed. You're gonna feel the release through that hamstring. Breathe here. Gorgeous. We're gonna swing that leg around the back, change sides. Left foot's gonna step through. Now, squeezing through your right glute, feeling the release on this right side, reaching that right arm up and across. Now stamping down through that left foot. Big reach. And we'll straighten out that front leg. So soft bend in the knee if you need it. Pull that left hip back first. Reach long through your torso. So all about length through this hamstring. Breathe. Hamstrings often super tight. I like to call them the emotional muscle group. You know, they need your support. So whenever we're trying to take some heat out of the body, it has to go somewhere, right? And pull some tension out. So that's where we need to use our breath. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing that leg behind you. Drop into a quick child's pose for me. You can tent the hands into the ground so that your chest drops through a little more. But fully resting on those heels. Walk those hands back one at a time. Tuck those toes. Gently push yourself up to a standing position. And team, that was your workout today. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. I loved the effort that you put into that workout. And just remember, each time you practice these workouts, you can layer in a little more confidence and a little bit more speed. Can't wait to see you at your next session.